It's good, everyone. Welcome to Let's Talk Education with School Advocacy. My name is Awani Babatunde Augustine, and it is good to be back. Like I said on the previous video, I apologize for the break in transmission, and I must say again, I'm very sorry, but I'm so happy to be back, and I believe we have a lot ahead of us. Like I said on the previous video, one is for us to complete the learning styles, and secondly, we're going to start a new segment, which is research with school advocacy. The other segment is specifically for undergraduate students, 400 level student or 300 level, 200 level student, undergraduate students in general, who would be writing projects, will be writing their projects at the end of their program. So it's just going to be a segment for guiding students on how to properly write their research work. Their research work. So on, I think before the break in transmission, we completed that of audio because we were using the Neil Fleming model, which is VARK, the acronym VAC, and that's V stands for visual, A stands for auditory, then R stands for reading and writing. So we said the visual are those who learn by what they see. We say auditory are learners who learn by what they hear. So we can say the sensory organ that is used by the visual learners is their eyes, and the auditory definitely would be their ears. But when it comes to learners who prefer to read and write, it's we call them learners that learn by reading and writing. These are learners who like to take note in class because they believe the best way they can learn is by going revisiting the notes to read the note. So when they are in class, they love to take notes. They prefer that the lecturer or the student or the teacher gives out notes or gives out materials they can consult and read. They like to read from dictionaries. They like to go to the library. They like to read from textbooks. They like to read anything text, and they love to write. So there are people who sometimes will read the material, then reproduce it in another paper. I'll give you an example. When I was in secondary school, I was so in love with economics as a subject. And what I did then was I picked the textbook, read the textbook, like topic, like each chapters, read it from the beginning. Then when I finished a particular chapter, I closed the textbook, then pick a fresh jotter and start to reproduce everything I had read in the text. And I did that over and over again to the point that I could read the charts. I could draw the charts and also write everything, label the charts and all that. So that's helped me when I wrote my WAEC because I could teach the whole economics textbook without opening it. And that was sorry, pardon me, please. That was how I was able to achieve that. I read the text and reproduced it in jotters, not just one jotter, different other jotters. I was just reproducing based on what I've read. So, I love to take notes in class. I really love to take notes in class. And also, they prefer to take notes in class and read after lectures. They like to write. And they require concentration in class. So when they're in class, they always try as much as possible to concentrate because they don't want to miss one thing. They don't want to miss anything the lecturer or the teacher is trying to say. So that is very important for us to learn, for us to know that learners who prefer to read and write are learners who focus more on text materials, and they love to take notes, like I said, and also they like to reproduce what they have read. So if you see a learner who takes note a lot, and whenever you see him is taking notes, after a while he reads from the text, as a teacher, you must understand that you must provide this set of learners with notes. So it will be unfair for you to just come to the class and explain without giving notes, because their own strength is going back to that note which was provided in class. So this is very important for us teachers to take note of, and that's why note giving is very, very crucial, because there are certain learners who have that as their comparative advantage. I just gave you an example of how I was able to learn economics so well. I loved economics so much, and that was what I did. I took note in class, always. I took note in class, and also I picked the textbook, read and read. They love to go to the library as well. We must also mention that. They like to be in the library. once they're in the library, they read and read and read and read and read text materials. And you find out that after a while, when they keep reading, it feels as if they have the picture of what they are reading right in their head. So learners who love to read and write, like I said, require concentration in class. And you as the teacher, you must ensure that you provide them with reading materials. Lecture notes, can provide them with online ebooks that you can ask them to consult online. And you can also provide them with PDF files, journals that you want them to study. Thank you so much. It's good to be back once again. I want to say I'm very sorry for the break in transmission. My name remains Awuni Babatunde Augustine. Wish you all the best.